Good morning. I'm Sarah Pearson in the News 2 Alert Center with your morning pulse. The effects of yesterday's winter storm is causing a lot of area schools to have late starts this morning. Arnold, Brady, Hershey, Maxwell, McPherson, and Stapleton will all have a 10 a.m. late start. Thedford Public Schools will remain closed today. For all the latest updates on school closings and delays, you can head to our website. And the winter weather bringing hazardous road conditions. According to a press release from the NSP, there were over 150 accidents across the state. A deadly two-vehicle accident north of Wellfleet on Highway 83 claimed 2 lives yesterday afternoon. The driver of one vehicle suffered life-threatening injuries and was airlifted to Great Plains Health in North Platte. A separate crash on Interstate 80 between Brady and Gothenburg temporarily closed the highway around 11 a.m. yesterday. That road has since reopened. If you're traveling out in winter conditions, use extreme caution. Allow extra time to reach your destination, increase your following distance, and reduce your speed. It's also a good idea to keep an emergency kit in your vehicle in case you become stranded. As we celebrate African American History Month, we're shining a light on an important piece of our local heritage. For generations, one African American Methodist Episcopal Church served as a spiritual home and gathering place for our community. A place where faith, culture, and activism came together. Officials say that the church offered a place where everyone could come together.
They were interested in making sure that the rights of minority workers were addressed in a way that was fair to both sides, whether they were a minority or in the majority. They also cooperated with the Methodist Church for, at the time they were having interfaith racial days. So they would participate with them in their congregation to show unity in their Christian faith.
It was a golden hour for Team USA yesterday afternoon. The USA women's hockey team took home gold against rivals Canada. The U.S. trailed 1-0 with 2 minutes to go when Hillary Knight scored to tie the game and send it into overtime. In overtime, it was defensewoman Megan Keller delivering the magical moment, scoring the game winner. This is the 3rd overall gold for Team USA and the first since 2018. And not too long after that, Alyssa Liu won gold in women's figure skating. She is the first American woman to win individual gold since 2002. And continuing in sports, the Nebraska softball team is back in action this weekend at the Mary Nutter Collegiate Classic in Cathedral City. The Huskers have a doubleheader starting today at noon when they face number 13 South Carolina. Then at 2:30, Nebraska will take on Hawaii. You can listen to all the games this weekend on the Huskers Radio Network.
Well, hi, everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Friday morning. We've made it to the end of the week. It's cold. Skies are clearing out, some lingering clouds in the northeast this morning. Let's take a look at our weather graphics here. And again, expecting some sunshine this morning, but then we'll see increasing clouds from the southwest this afternoon. Here comes some light snow, maybe a little rain mixed in this afternoon. This will mostly be focused on the southwest initially. And then this will move across southern Nebraska, northern Kansas overnight, mainly as snow. Now look at the arrows, though. Not a lot of wind. This will be a very gentle snow. It's not going to be a whipping around like crazy like yesterday's snow. This is mostly going to be focused near and south of Interstate 80, but we could see some accumulating snowfall, although on the lower end of things. Here's midnight tonight. The snow's still falling, coming to an end out west, and then ending from west to east as we get towards sunrise tomorrow. So the snow is gone tomorrow. The clouds will follow suit as we head into Saturday morning. The winds will get a little bit breezy out west, but not too bad. We'll see some increasing clouds from the north late in the day. Another very weak disturbance comes through. This one will probably only bring trace amounts of snow at best here, trace to maybe a few hundredths or tenths, maybe a tenth of an inch or so, but most of us won't get much snow with that one here. It does come with a shot of colder air, so we are going to be a little bit chillier on Sunday and Sunday night, especially the farther northeast that should go. But eventually we're going to warm things back up as we get into next week. We'll talk about that in just a bit. So again, some additional snowfall possible on top of what we've seen. Of course, the areas that will probably see the most impacts out of tonight's snow didn't have as much snow with yesterday's system. This is mostly south of Interstate 80. And I know, again, some of you did see maybe an inch or two or so of snow from yesterday south of the interstate, but the bulk of the snow was near and north of Interstate 80 yesterday. So an additional inch or two There may be some slightly higher amounts closer to the Nebraska-Kansas border, but a lot of you are probably going to be picking up less than an inch with this one. And once you go north of Interstate 80, those amounts will dramatically drop off there. So this is not a major snow, and again, it does not come with very much wind. Well, as for your temperatures, we're going to skip by this. We're actually not going to show the zone forecast here. We're going to go to the just the plain old highs for today, mostly because of time here. But temperatures for today, topping out in the 20s and 30s. Your coldest temperatures where the most snow is on the ground in central and east central Nebraska. A little bit warmer where there's no snow on the ground in the south and southwest. Tonight we'll fall back to the single digits and teens. It's going to be a cold one again tonight. A little warmer tomorrow. I do question a little bit these southwestern areas. If we end up getting an inch or two of snow, it may not quite get this warm here tomorrow. Otherwise, this is the closest we'll be to average highs for tomorrow. Most of us will be back below average. And again, coldest where the most snow is on the ground around Lincoln, Columbus, Fremont, Omaha, a little more snow on the ground there. Looking at tomorrow night into Sunday morning, it's going to be another cold one, single digits and teens. Sunday is going to be a little chillier, especially in the northeast. And then Sunday night, Monday morning, a colder night. Some could fall below zero once again. Trying to warm up a little bit on Monday, especially out west. Starting to see the 50s return way out west. That warmth will spread eastward on Tuesday. Let's take a look at that long-range forecast. So again, chilly through the weekend in the Tri-Cities. Another round of some light snow tonight. Most will fall before midnight. Not much moisture next week. We've got a small chance with another weak disturbance Wednesday evening. That'll be light rain, though. We've got those warmer temperatures coming starting on Tuesday and beyond. It looks like it's going to be a warm end to the month of February, right into the first day of March with 50s and 60s returning. And there are signs of maybe some warmer air into early March beyond this 10-day forecast here. I've seen some forecast models hinting at 70s and maybe warmer for some spots out there. So we'll see if it comes to fruition, being so far away still. But looking at North Platte's forecast, we've got that chance of snow mid to late afternoon and into the evening. Most of it should be done by midnight tonight. Could see some light snow accumulation. Hoping to warm up a little bit tomorrow. More sunshine over the weekend. A little cooler on Sunday, warming up a little more on Monday, but the big jump comes Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, slightly cooler. Slight chance of rain on Wednesday. Beyond that, we're going to see the mild temperatures continue right through next weekend as we wrap up February and look towards the first day of March. We'll keep the 50s and the 60s going. Right now, it's looking like the two warmest days of our long-range forecast are going to be on Tuesday and Friday. Let's look down the road as the Climate Prediction Center has highlighted most of the country now with above-average temperatures for the final 2 days of February into the first 5 days of March. So even the West Coast is now warming back up. So I'm seeing this in the long-range models. A lot of warmth could be on the way as we move into early March. And moisture-wise, they have the desert Southwest and the West Coast in below average. We'll see for us here. They do have us near to above average. I'm not seeing a lot from the long-range models hinting at any good moisture chances. We'll see. I don't think we're going to see a ton of moisture down the road, though, through early March, at least what I'm seeing right now. Let's take a look at the long-range models. Here comes our storm system later today and into tonight, focusing on southern Nebraska, northern Kansas. It diminishes, though, tomorrow morning. This is a weakening system, which is why we won't have much wind with it. So, again, and that's why southeast Nebraska, northeast Kansas will get very little snow compared to farther to the west of there. Beyond that, we've got a couple of weak disturbances next week. First off, a cold front's going to come through Saturday night right there. Brings a few clouds, but otherwise, and maybe some very minimal moisture, but that's about it. But it's going to be a little chillier on Sunday. We do start to warm up by Tuesday and beyond, although we'll see some clouds around here and there. Any weak disturbances mostly miss us. There's just these small chances of moisture. I included a small chance of rain Wednesday evening. It's not much, though. So again, not really seeing a whole lot even into next weekend and beyond here. So like I said, I think as we head towards early March, not seeing a lot of moisture in our forecast. Let's look at the GFS model. Again, here's our snow for later today and tonight. This will mostly be a snow event focused on southern Nebraska, northern Kansas. Watch how as we get later into the night, it diminishes to our east. So I'm a little iffy. I haven't seen anything from any other models showing snow around North Platte tomorrow morning. So I'm dismissing that for now. If there's anything, maybe some flurries, but I think skies will be clearing out. There's our cold front right there. Might bring some extra clouds and maybe some flurries. Sunday's going to be a little cooler. Monday, kind of starting to warm up, but we see the bigger warm up on Tuesday. Wednesday, I mentioned the Wednesday evening chance of some light rain. It's not much, so I'm not banking on much moisture there. And as you look down the road towards next weekend, Still not a lot of moisture, small chances, but that's about it. So I don't think we're going to see any big moisture. Tonight's probably, or later today and tonight's our best chance of moisture we'll see over the next 7 to 10 days, the way things are shaping up right now. Of course, things can change, but temperature-wise, again, we're still pretty chilly these next several days to come. There's that next shot of cold air Sunday. Monday's trying to warm up, especially out west, but then everybody warms up on Tuesday. We'll get a slight cool down Wednesday, Thursday, coming back up on Friday. And then maybe down a little bit Saturday before we warm back up. Look at that. Early next week, we're going to see a bigger jump in temperatures here. So hoping that we're going to see a big warm up into early March, but we do need the moisture. So thank you, everybody, for watching. I'll be back with you on Monday morning with all the latest. Take care, and God bless. Bye.